Welcome back, guys. We're going to talk about Georgia's spring game today and kind of my opinion on it, what the overall view is, and then want to get your thoughts on it. So, first things first, this has been one of the most exciting spring games that I've seen in a long, long time, especially from my Dogs. I was very competitive. We know when it comes to the spring game, Kirby has said it multiple years in a row, he's going to pass way more than he's going to run. He wants it to be exciting. He wants there to be a lot of shots taken, and we saw that. We saw it from Beck. We saw it from Stockton, which I was impressed by Stockton. But Beck, I think he threw 46 pass attempts. Like that's awesome in a spring game. Usually, they shut down the ones by halftime, and then the second half is boring, or not boring, but you just got a bunch of backups playing or third stringers. Not this year. A lot of battles going on. Love that Kirby is giving everybody that opportunity to compete. With the transfer portal opening up, shortly after, I think he really did give opportunity for these guys to earn their keeps. Travis Etienne, and I know we didn't see a lot of these guys, but Travis Etienne, he looked great. We haven't had that kind of speed in Athens in a while, and I don't mean straight line speed. I mean being able to make a move and then be out. That one cutback. It's been a while since we've had that. It's going to be nice to have it. Roderick Robinson, I told y'all he was a dog. Before he even came to Georgia, I said he was going to end up being my favorite running back. He's got a very light-footedness, a very shifty ability, but then doesn't mind running people over. Andrew Paul did not look terrible. I know he's entering the transfer portal, or he is in the transfer portal, but he did not look terrible. Running back room was an A+ to me, as far as catching the ball out of the backfield, just being able to run, hit holes, all of that. Offensive line. Our offensive line, I think, is, again, going to be number one in the country. I know we didn't win the award last year, but I think we're going to be a number one offensive line in the country. The talent amongst the offense looks great. I think it'll be one of our better years in the past decade of having a high-scoring offense. Wide receivers, we got a lot of depth. But away from that, the defense showed out. I felt like the defense stepped up really, really, really big. Raylan Wilson, dude's coming in as a sophomore, played a good bit last year. You got C.J. Allen, who ended up taking the starting middle linebacker position last year as a freshman. Got a super young defense, but a lot of talent everywhere. Dalen Everett looked good. I don't know. I think we have a lot of talent. I think we have a lot of hard hitters, but it seemed like our defense got to the quarterback more than normal. Or more than we're used to seeing. I wonder if that's going to allow Georgia to open up and run a smaller, instead of having to run a 4-3 with a safety or a star pulled up to almost being a 4-4 with one safety over the top. I wonder if it's going to allow us to run a regular 4-3 or a 3-4, which we're used to running, with two safeties over the top, which I know he doesn't put them in the same level, but to be able to have your defense spread out more, you're going to cause people to have to throw over the middle, throw underneath routes, or run it. But once you take away the run and you start to force the pass, that's when you're going to see deflections, interceptions, just turnovers in general. So, love Mikael Williams being put at outside linebacker. He was at D end. So, just kind of gives us a little more beef and speed on that outside with Raylan and C.J. Allen. So, I'm pumped. There's not really much else to say except glad that Georgia looks competitive. Glad that in this crazy world of NIL and transfer portal going on, Dogs still look good. And they still look like they believe in, what Kirby is selling. They're bought in. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know what you thought about it or, what takes you guys have. So, yeah, go Dogs.